Hello, everyone. Welcome back to yet another political episode. So, we got some news. Tomorrow is a big day. It's the Iowa Caucus. That is the very first contest in the 2024 Republican primaries, also the Democratic primaries. But yes, Iowa caucuses, both Republican and Democrat, will be taking place tomorrow. Results are expected to be shown at 7:45 p.m. So I think it's Central Time, if you will, Midwestern Time tomorrow. It's hard to see what the CST is, but anyway, we have this uh, Iowa caucus. But first of all, what is a caucus, and what should we expect from the Iowa caucuses? First off, I don't think there's nothing much to expect. Now, if this was the 2020 Democratic caucuses, now this would be a lot of talking. Typically, caucuses take place in a state, right? State caucuses. And it's not like primaries where you go in, you cast your vote, and you leave. No. In fact, I think caucuses take hours because you are constantly. I think it also depends on the cooperation and how stubborn the voters are. So let's just say how persistent would be a more appropriate word, if you will. So let's talk about like what caucuses and primaries. Primaries, you vote, while caucuses, you don't really have a ballot. It is the ballot, but basically, you'll be a group with a group of people. Then again, caucuses acquires you to be more social with the group, and they will basically ask, "Hey, raise your hand if you are for Nikki Haley." 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5 for Haley. And then they'll go through every single candidate. Like, okay, raise your hand if you're from Ryan Binkley. All right, they go over those that are from Ryan Binkley. Raise your hand if you're from. Raise your hand if you're for Ron DeSantis. Raise your hand if you're from Nikki Haley, Asa Hutchinson, Vivek Ramaswamy, and Donald Trump. They raise their hands. Okay. That's one way they can caucus. The other way they can caucus is they'll ask you to go through a different part of the room. Hey, we want can Ramaswamy supporters come to this side of the room? They will all come and they'll tally up those people. All right, Asa Hutchinson supporters come to this side of the room, and just like that. So that is what we kind of have to expect in regards to Iowa with the caucus. And what about results? First off, before I get to that, it happens where your candidate is eliminated in a precinct. It isn't eliminated in a full wide state contest. Like, for example, if one person voted for Asa Hutchinson, then and the rest of the caucus votes against him, well, Asa Hutchinson is going to be eliminated. Hang on, though, to a point. He isn't going to be eliminated like that. Only if the caucus doesn't get the maximum votes needed in order to declare a winner. Now, if this happens, you will have to do a second round, all right? And this would lead to some eliminations. Like the one that got the least votes, in this case, Asa Hutchinson, would be eliminated in that precinct. And now you are going to be forced to choose someone else. You go to someone else, and then finally you get a nominee. An example would be this one right here. We have the 2020 Iowa Democratic caucuses. It's a great example. This is the first alignment. This is what voters, Democrats in Iowa from each county were insisting. All right, so that is voters in each county in the state of Iowa. But as you know, they didn't really pick a winner here. Bernie Sanders, Pete Buttigieg didn't claim the maximum amount of votes needed to win the caucus, so we have no winner. So guess what? another round begins. Now let me clarify here. Only not the whole state. If you think, oh, the whole state is declaring a second round, you're wrong. Some precincts are doing a revote. So this was the original vote. However, you'll see some of the precincts didn't have enough votes to certify a win. Here is the second round. You'll see this county had to do a revote. And this county had to do a revote. So basically, with a candidate would be eliminated. The lowest candidate would be eliminated in this case, and I know, and sometimes, not all the time, but the same leader can be chosen, but the lead expands, or you get a new winner. In this case, let's just see. I think this is Woodbury County. Woodbury County originally voted for Biden. However, Woodbury County didn't have the maximum amount of votes to declare a winner, despite Biden being in the lead. So they had to do a revote. The second vote had Pete Buttigieg win, and this time it was declared a winner here. I don't know if this was the second. All I know, this for sure is the final alignment. And then there's something called delegations. Let's just say equivalence, delegate equivalence. And I don't know what, and I don't want to mislead you. I do not know why they have this on here. I will tell you for sure this is not a part of the results. In a way, yes, this is. Shoot. We don't need to see those faces. All right. This is the official results. Now, this is the result by equivalent delegate. So, delegate equivalence. And basically this is basically each state delegate equivalent voted. And this is the results. Let's just say, if only state delegates voted in this caucus, this is what it would look like. Supposedly they're supposed to vote for the caucus winner, in this case Pete Buttigieg, in the convention. That doesn't necessarily happen. But don't count on this always being there. Question: do we always do second rounds? No. I think strongly and passionately that the 2024 Republican primary is just going to have one round. Why? Because we have Donald Trump, who is the kicking butt in these polls. And as you see here, this is my prediction. Donald Trump winning every single poll in Iowa. As you'll see here, he most likely will obtain the nomination with ease. So what are your thoughts regards to Trump? There most likely will be not a second round. Will they probably be a second round? Of course. There's every single precinct there is going to be a second round of voting. But is it going to impact and change the map results like it did for 2020? No, it won't. Because I can guarantee you, like Ron DeSantis and Nikki Haley are like in the teens. Ron DeSantis has like 14% of the popular vote in recent polls. And then you have Nikki Haley, who has 17% of the popular vote in recent polls. And that itself is very impactful. Like 17%, I don't think you can, that's not enough to really flip a county. And not to mention, you see this, like back later in the year, back in 2023, when we did our original video, we had Ron DeSantis carry one county. That's because Nikki Haley wasn't there to screw it up. Nikki Haley went and took more neocon supporters, driving away from DeSantis. And this resulted to Ron DeSantis not really picking up any counties in Iowa, but it would be a major disappointment for both campaigns, Haley and DeSantis, if they didn't pick up any. I think to a point they know, But once again, there is, according to these polls, this is what it's going to say. Ron DeSantis, Nikki Haley, they're all saying, "Oh, don't trust the polls. Oh, don't trust them. Polls aren't always right. We're picking up a lot of support." Yeah. We'll see. We'll see about the results. We'll see about that tomorrow. But what do you guys think? Do you agree that Trump will most likely win every county in the state of Iowa? All of Iowa's 95 counties. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll tune in on our primary series. We'll be taking a look at each state's individual primaries, determining the election results there, all the way from January 15th to the end to June 11th, 2024. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next political episode.